Good morning, viewers. How's been your day? I'm happy to meet you again this morning. What will I be talking about? I'm talking about astrology show how you are being programmed. Astrology shows how you are being programmed. How are you programmed? Everything we know that every machine works for a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Even before God created a particular thing, He will have the end result of that thing before He create that thing. For example, the little cockroach will see. That little cockroach, lizard, lion, all of them have their purpose. So our God is God for the purpose. He didn't just create anything for creating sake. And that's why you still see so those inventor too. Inventor create something. Before creating that thing, they have known the end result of that. Even those people that software engineer too. Before they make a software, before they make a code a software, they will have known the end result of that software before they even start it at all. The same thing goes to we human being. There's nobody on earth here that is born by accident or created by accident. So due to this, everybody has a code, everybody has a program, and nobody can function outside his own programming. Nobody can function outside his programming. So now that's why you see some people they are programmed to be rich. Some people program is to be poor. They program some people to always get angry. Some people are programmed, some people can get angry, they can't fight. But some people are programmed to fight, always keep fighting. Some people are programmed to know how to make you laugh, make you happy. That's not where we're going to today. But all this program we see, that's how we say that getting for somebody to be rich, for somebody to be know how to dress, they are all in brain. They are being programmed to our brain. That's how you see some people, they even have the money but they don't know how to dress up. Some people don't have money but they can dress. So that's I see different calculation scale from people based on what they are being programmed for, based on the purpose of God for their life. But sometimes some programs might not favor you, might not favor me. Some program might be changed, but you have to be conscious of how you are programmed before you can change that program. For example, if you are programmed to be poor, to live a poor life or to live a supportive life, how can you come out of that poverty? If you are programmed to always be a fighter or for peace not to always be in your house, how will you come out of that? For example, I have one of my friends. That my friend, before he even went to polytechnic at all, he is very good in finance. If I want any financial advice, I go to him. He will be the one to any advice he gave me. He used to work perfectly and correctly. And what I didn't even think about that finances, about business, he will sit and say, and he will point it out to me. Can't you see this? Can't you see this? Can't you see this? And I look, okay, it is true. But why is it easy for him to be able to advise financially? Because he's been programmed that way. Even before he even went to high institution, because he's a businessman. So he is good in handling money, in calculative, and he know how customer behaves. Though he later also he later study business admin school. But what am I bringing out is that everybody have the way they are being programmed. Everybody have the way they think. If something happened to 10 people, the 10 people will react differently to that incident that just happened. Some will just be looking and calm. Some will be crying. Some will be singing. Some will be laughing. Some will just... So different response that particular thing that happened we get based on the way they program each and every one of us. So now, how can we alter or change your programming if it's not working for you? How will you change your programming if it's not functioning for you? I want to give you an example. There's one of our clients, one of our people, that in his house, according to his birth chart, he will always have trouble, fighting, conflict going on in his house. But what happened? By the time we let him know that don't take your work to house again, don't be working in the house. Working, and this person we're talking about is the person is dealing with something like repairing of electronics in the house. Repairing of electronics in the house, like all those radio, home theater. That's what he did. When he consult us, we let him know that don't repair any electronics again in your house. Don't allow that, because as you are doing that, it will be attracting conflict. So your shout will be manifesting in your life. And thank God, he listened to us. When he stopped that, he stopped the repairing of the radio, he stopped repairing of all those things. He stopped attending to customer in his house. We tell him, don't do your work in your house. Let it end in your workshop or in your office, so that you won't be expressing that dimension that you're supposed to express in your horoscope. And thank God, what am I bringing us that? According to that person, he have altered that programming. Okay, this person ought to be always fighting in the house. This person is supposed to be poor. That's why you see that when you see set of poor people, they do the same thing without seeing themselves. And when you look at the set of rich people, they still do the same thing. They know how to calculate, how to manage well. They don't owe you. They know how to arrange their finances. They are the way they think is totally different to that of poor. And the way poor think different to the way rich think. And the way leaders think different to the way followers think. The way followers think different to the way people that do handwork think. You can see. So everything is being programmed to the brain. But when you know about yourself, because if you can change something about something, you will have known about that thing. Okay, if you are the type that lie a lot, you just got I used to lie. I don't know why am I lying? Unconsciously you'll be lying, unconsciously. But by the time you find out what is making you to lie, then you can ask this time, okay, how will I change this attitude of me of lying? Some people, they are meant to be working with order. Some people are meant to be leading. If you are meant to be leading and you are working under somebody, you'll be having trouble. You'll be having trouble with your master, because two masters cannot captain a boat. You'll be having problem with them. So, but by the time you go out of your way to check the type of person you are, the positive and negative programming they have been programmed to your life by the divine. Because in spiritual realm, there's no bad and there's no good. They believe that everything is okay, everything is one. Now, our next video, we'll be talking about some universe law that will help your growth, physically, materially, and spiritual growth. But today we are talking about program. The program that be the way you are being programmed. That is why you know about, if you think about this what I'm talking about, you will swear that you will not be, your level of your fight or anger towards people will reduce, because you know that human beings have the function in certain way. In certain way, they are being programmed to function, and you cannot work outside your program. You cannot do beyond what you are being programmed for, until you decide to change that aspect, until you decide to step out of it. And stepping out of it will not be easy until you determine that I'm not going to live this kind of a life. I hate this kind of a life. I'm going to come out of it. If this is a programming, some people, they know how to mingle with friends, they can talk to people, but some people, they don't know how to talk at all. With their vulgar, with their actual, they chase away all the friend, no respect, they disrespect you anyhow. It's not them. It is the way they are being programmed. But if they know this, maybe they meet a person, maybe they have to think about themselves, or they know that they meet an astrologer, or they meet a spiritual person that can point this out to them, then they can work on it. And if they can't work on it on themselves, they can ask if they are good for therapy or go for any doctor to help them, to let them to remove that negative thought of them that they are having. Like some people that they are programmed not to be able to be a leader. When you know this, you see the you see the trace, or you see you see the trace of them not be able to lead by the way they talk, the way they won't be able to play leadership politics. They won't be able to play it because they are not men, they are not coded to lead. But they want to lead, they can come out of that frequency, they can come out of that the way they behave that made them to always be follower to the person that lead. They if you want to lead, because not everybody want to lead. If they want to lead, so the one I'm saying is that everybody have the way they are being programmed, and everybody have purpose. But you can decide to change the way you are being programmed. You can decide to say, okay, I'm not going to function this way, especially if that thing is not favoring you. If the way you are being programmed is called that it's not favoring you. Like some people have to live by harms in their destiny. They have to live by harms, by begging, by going to a church and say, please, I'm begging people that maybe go to one a month thing, or go to a pilgrimage and start begging people for bread. And that's how they'll be powerful, they'll be able to pray. That's how they have been programmed. And that's how the reason they won't be able to think about business, they won't be able to think about how to have saving, they won't be able to think about that. They are not programmed for that. But some people that have been programmed to be a billionaire, they always think about how will I save? How can I manage this? How can I borrow to improve my business? Those ones, the program is different. So if you know your program, or you get to know your program, you will be able to work towards it, towards changing that program that is not favorable to you. Then you maintain the one that's favorable to you. You make it grow more because you enjoy that. The one that you are not enjoying your life, that's why you call them shugbon. The but that is in your destiny, you can still change it by your frequency. What is frequency? What is vibration? Our next video we mention those things. So for our spiritual growth and material growth, God bless you all. Bye for now.